Same thing with Laval too. It's like you're like my first game or 2 games there. I think I played like 4 minutes. Like I was not a good hockey player in Laval. Like I was not. I felt horrible. Like I would tell my parents like I think I might be in the coast soon. I'm not doing well, right? Like I didn't think I could make a play, and then
Mm-hmm.
I got a little bit of more like a little more opportunity playing with like some better guys, and then it just started to click more. And then it's the same thing. My second year is that the beginning of the second year for me was tough. Like you were saying, like I thought I was going to have such a great start to the year. Like I had a good training camp with the Habs, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is going to be a great year. And then I didn't score a goal for 20 games, and I got scratched and unscratched. Like it was wild. But
I tell that story because that was pretty wild, man.
Day.
I was there for that one. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was like we were saying, like I was struggling. Like I thought it was going to be a way better year, like points wise, especially. Like I thought I was going to kind of, rack up the points. And the first, like I think it was like 19 or something games, like I didn't score a goal, and I started to suck. There was a couple plays I remember, like I was just like not doing well. Like my confidence was down, and then I got benched. I think it was like a Friday night. I got benched like half the game, and Joel wasn't even mad at me. I think he was just like, "I know you're not doing well," and he just didn't play me. And then he texted me that night. He's saying like, "Reset. Like, don't worry about tomorrow. You're going to be out. Like, we'll skate you in the morning, and get your confidence back, and you'll be back the next game." And I was like, honestly, I think I need that. Like, I need
at that point, right?
I need a reset. Like I sucked. It was tough. And then I go bag skate in the morning with Joel and Burrows.
And it was an afternoon game. I remember it was like a 3 o'clock game.
Yeah, and I'm bag skating. Like my parents were in town, and like they were like ready to watch, and I told them I'm not playing. Like we'll go for breakfast, whatever. And I'm like, the skate was usually like an hour. Like it's like 50 minutes into the skate. Like I can't breathe. And Joel comes back to me. He starts laughing. He's like, "Hey, you're playing tonight, or you're playing this afternoon. Like, go get undressed quick, go home, grab food, and I'll see you in like an hour." So I just came back and played the game, and I was like fourth line. I didn't play too much because I was too tired too, and then all the boys wanted me out there at the end because we were up like, I think we were up like 3-1, and I just threw a backhander at the net, and it luckily went in. It was the best thing that happened to me, honestly.
And it's crazy, man, how you can go from like just the emotional roller coasters of like, sometimes you truly in your head, you're like, wow, I'm awful. I can't play. Yeah. And nothing has changed. Like, you're the same player. You have the same skill. It hasn't changed. But in your mind, it's so hard to get past that. And
it was such a mental grind for me. And but that was like the best thing that could have happened, because I knew once I got on the ice there, it's like I can do whatever I want. Like there's no expectations of me to play well. Like I just did 6 mountains or whatever like an hour ago. No one's expecting me to play well, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I just enjoyed hockey again. Like it was the last few games before that, like I was not enjoying hockey. I didn't want the puck. Like I wanted to score so bad, and it just wasn't happening. I wasn't enjoying it, and then it just.
And then one goal can change everything, which is it's so funny how confidence works. And then you went on an absolute tear from there. I can't imagine you went, 3 games without a goal past the rest of the season.
Yeah. It was like the thing is, like I felt good on the ice. Like the first 20 games, I actually felt good. And Joel like would come up to me. He's like, "You're actually playing well. Like don't worry about points and stuff." I was like, I'm trying not to, but it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. Right? Like you still want the points, so. And then like I obviously just hit a wall, and then just one lucky bounce. Like it was a terrible backhand, like in my own end. Just got lucky. It was the luckiest.
It was on edge. I remember rolling. I'm like, please go in, please go in.
Yeah, and I just got lucky, and then from there on, like I just was enjoying hockey again. I got a few more bounces, and things went well.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the numbers, like 38 points in 51 games. I don't know how many assists you had in the first 20 either.
I think I had like 3. Like it
wasn't very many. It wasn't very many. So you literally went on a point per game pace in that league, which is incredible.
Things just turn around, which is good. So.
And then obviously, you get the call at the end of the year. What was that first game like for you? From the start of the year, the absolute roller coaster, and then you jump into your first NHL game.
Yeah. Well, like even when I got called up that day, I was sleeping, and I because we had the day off, I remember, and I was just sleeping in, and it was like 9:30, and Joel called me, and I wasn't picking up, and then Brooksy, my roommate, he's like sleeping beside his phone, and his phone's ringing, and it's like Joel, and he's like, "Why the heck's this guy calling me right now?" He's
He's
like, "I need to
panicking.
talk to Jake." I'm like, "What's going on?" Brooksy wakes me up, and I get the call up, and I was like, "This isn't real." Like this, like I was not expecting it at all, right? Like I don't know, I just did not see it coming. Like sometimes like Montreal needs a guy, like they might call someone up, but this one was just a. I think the team had like the flu bug that day or something, and I got
Mhm.
lucky enough to get the call up, and my whole family flew in, and I just went to the rink and still didn't know exactly if I was playing because I didn't know who had the flu or not. Like I still didn't know if I was playing, and then I see like like the lineup sheet on that screen. Like I was waiting for it, and then right before warm ups, I'm seeing I'm playing with Kovalchuk and Domi. I'm like, oh my god, like this is unbelievable.
It's not a bad line, mate.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool start for me.